Hey guys, how you doing? Stacy here. Welcome to the program. And today I thought I would talk to you a little bit about something that I think a lot of people have a misconception about, and that is
why I cut my own hair.
So I started, well, let me back it up a little bit. Let me tell you a little backstory. I have been a professional hairstylist for 20 years now, which is like kind of hard to believe for myself. It does not feel like it's been 20 years, but it has. When I think back to when I was in beauty school.
Oh, that was so long ago.
It was the turn of the century. Oh my gosh, I went to beauty school at the turn of the century, guys. Yeah. I graduated high school in the 1900s. I love saying that. It just sounds cool. Actually, though, I've been doing hair much longer than that. I did my first haircut on my friend when we were 14.
Yeah.
I don't think we told anyone. We just we were standing in her bathtub, fully clothed, just, so that when the hair fell, it just fell in the bathtub. And I just...
Yeah, looks good.
And then I cut her hair for a long time. It never looked really bad, So that kind of is like where I got the confidence, like,
I can do this. I can do this. This is something I can do.
When I was in beauty school, I would have clients who would say, "You seem so confident, like you've been doing this for a long time." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And I didn't feel comfortable telling them that I had. I don't know why. I felt like that was wrong for some reason, but it's not. It's okay. So after I graduated beauty school and I started working in the salon, I mean, it was great because I was learning lots of things, fast new things. And when you work in a salon, the way it works is whenever you have downtime is the same time as another stylist, you're like,
"Hey, can you trim my hair real quick?"
It was just a lot harder because when I was in beauty school, we had a lot of downtime in between clients. And so I had platinum blonde hair. I had the time to get it touched up every 3 weeks, And I can't do that in the salon. When you're in the salon, things go a lot faster. It is hectic. Now, I worked in busy high-end salons, which was so fun. It's very lucrative, but it is
exhausting
and so physically laborious. I remember getting home at night because I worked in the evenings, because that's when the working women who were my gold clientele would get off work. I'd get home at night and get in the shower and stand under that hot water and let it beat on the, right in between my shoulders. And oh man, that felt so good because, that's tough work. Repetitive motion. I mean, this is a really strong muscle right here. So it's tough, but it's very rewarding. I mean, talk about instant gratification. Someone comes in, they're crying, they're like,
"Oh, I don't like my hair."
And I can totally transform their day, how they feel. It's perfect. It's the perfect job for me. But I couldn't do it hardcore like that forever because it is just too tough physically. So one of the guys I worked with one time, I was telling him about what I was like when I was a teenager and how I used to color my hair all the time, like wild fashion colors, how I shaved my head and things like that. And he's like,
"Oh, you were wild as a teenager, weren't you?"
And I was like,
No, actually, I wasn't at all.
I was so mild-mannered. I was just like an easygoing, kind of never did anything real extreme behavior-wise other than what I did with my hair. And the reason for that is that it was like my creative outlet. It was all about the look. I wanted that beautiful, multicolored or beautiful, whatever I thought was pretty at the time, whatever hit me in the aesthetic, I wanted to create that. But I was not wild. I looked like I might have been, I guess. It was so far off base to make that kind of presumption about me. I mean, it was just not accurate. That's kind of the beginning of where I kind of noticed in myself, in my personality,
I'm gonna do what I wanna do,
but I'm gonna do what I think is right. I don't care what anybody else says. So going from there, it's not that far of a jump to,
I'm just gonna cut my own hair.
When I was in beauty school, I shaved my head when I started because I was like, there is such a strong emotional bond that people have to their hair. And I want to weaken that bond in myself because
I want to try all the things.
And if something bad happens and I lose my hair, I don't want to feel bad about it, you know? So I shaved it all off. And I was like, worst case scenario, this is what it's gonna look like. And you know, when you're 19 and have a shaved head, you know, you can do whatever and it looks pretty cute. So it didn't really matter. But it did give me the confidence, just do whatever, to try anything. It gave me the bravery to try anything. I'm not suggesting to anyone to shave their head unless you want to. That is something that I think you don't need anyone to encourage you to do or not to do. That's a very personal thing. I shaved my head, I survived, and then I tried everything on my hair. As I got older, got into the salon, where when you're in the salon, things move so much faster. You don't have time in between clients to do things like color your hair, and it's a lot harder to get it done that way. And so I just started cutting my own hair at home. And let me tell you, it was not always pretty. But that's okay. I knew that it wouldn't be the end of the world because I knew if I messed it up real bad, I could always fix it. Because in the back of my mind, I was thinking,
I can always just shave my head.
right? So this is kind of crazy. This is not for everybody. But I just wanted people to know I don't do it to save money. And I don't do it because I'm afraid of what someone else is going to do to my hair. Okay, guys, I know this is kind of all over the place because,
You know, ADHD.
but the other thing that I wanted to point out was I never liked it when stylists would get mad at clients for like trimming on their own bangs and stuff. Because to me,
That's their hair.
I believe that hair is a canvas to create art on. I absolutely do. It's something you can make beautiful. But I don't think that as a stylist, I have the rights to your hair. I think that you, very graciously as a client, let me do something for you on your hair. Let me create something beautiful on your canvas. But that doesn't mean that I own that hair. That is your hair. And if you want to cut your own bangs and you come in, and I had so many clients come,
I'm so sorry.
I'm like, it's okay. I am not mad at you. You know I do the exact same thing, and I've gotten a lot better at it. It's a skill, okay? Just like cutting other people's hair, cutting my own hair is a skill I have developed. I'm not amazing at it, but I'm a lot better than I was when I started. Your hair is your canvas. No one has the right to tell you what to do with your hair.
Unless you're a minor and you have parents, and then yes.
But if you're an adult, your hair is your choice. I fought this feeling inside of me that I was doing something wrong.
But
But every single time someone said, oh, I like your hair, who cut it? And I said, I did. They looked at me in stunned disbelief and were like, And I'm like, no, I promise I did. The two things that gave me consolation were I could always shave it off or it'll always grow back. That gave me the bravery to do it. And the more I do it, the more I enjoy doing it. I can always get exactly what I want. That's a big part of it. The hardest part of getting a good haircut is the communication, is the getting your stylist to see what you see in your mind. Pictures help, but they're not always 100% accurate. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Charlie needed some popcorn. Anyway, where was I? I have no idea. So I guess I'll wrap it up there. I think I covered everything. So that's it, guys. That's why I cut my own hair. Now, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask me in the comments. I love talking to you guys. And thank you so much for joining us. We love you so much. And we'll see you next time. Bye.